What is going on, Renation? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Excuse that the sound in the background. I have a ceiling fan going on. It's really hot. But we're going to be talking about possible superstars that are going to go to AEW in the near future. And what I mean by near future is it could be next year, late this year, or sometime in a couple of months, or maybe even a month or 2 weeks. So I have a list on my phone right here, and we're going to go through it. So if you haven't, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers. Now, there's a lot of WWE superstars that want to go to, that could possibly go to AEW and that have been trying to get their contract, trying to get out their contract. And if you don't know, Mr. McMahon has been freezing WWE superstars' contracts, and it's pretty sad because a lot of superstars want to leave, and Mr. McMahon is freezing their contracts so they don't go anywhere. And it's depressing. It really is depressing. But we're going to just talk about the superstars and what are their futures are going to look like and so forth. So the first superstar we're going to talk about is a big one, Dolph Ziggler. Now, I'm not sure if Dolph Ziggler signed a new contract. It was a rumor that he signed his 3-year contract. That's why he was at the Rumble and so forth. And I don't really know. I saw an interview that he had on this guy's YouTube page that he mentioned that he doesn't know what his future is going to be like in the WWE. He loves the WWE, but he does not really know how it's going to work and so forth. So there's a possibility that he could have signed a new contract. I don't see them doing a whole bunch with him, just the fact that they did him before, and they really messed up when they took the United States Championship off him just to be in the Rumble to get eliminated. I know you guys remember that. It really was terrible. But I would love to see Dolph Ziggler go to AEW. It's a possibility that if his contract is expiring and he doesn't sign again, then he could have a chance to go to AEW. AEW does want Dolph Ziggler. It's not even a rumor. It's pretty much a fact. They see these superstars' contracts expiring. They're like, look, come to AEW. You know, get have some cool stuff going on, and I would love to see him in AEW. That would be amazing. Like literally, it would be pretty lit. I mean, kind of think about Dolph Ziggler in AEW. I feel like him being on another show would probably help his credibility, where you can see something different out of Dolph Ziggler. Like Chris Jericho, for example. Now now that he's not wrestling for WWE anymore, we see so much of different stuff from him that we did in the WWE, and it's really cool to like see him go out of his character to just do crazy stuff and show this type of like the character he's doing now, and just see it go different paths. And it's really awesome. Literally, it's just amazing. The next one is the Revival. Now, the Revival have not. I'm pretty pissed about how they're doing the Revival. They went from doing a whole bunch of lucha matches, which is so stupid. Stop putting. I swear, if the Revival's in one more effing lucha match, I'm going to like just get angry. Like, I'm tired of seeing them in lucha matches. They're way better than this. Like, I loved them in NXT, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let me get the Leo Rush voice. It's ridiculous how you got the Revival inside of a situation that they can't defend. I'm sorry. Let me stop. But the Revival, they're a great tag team, and even when there was the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, they weren't even together in a match. It was a mixed tag match. Not mixed tag match, female and a male, but it was just a mixed tag with two different superstars that are in two different tag teams facing Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. That was dumb. I didn't like that, and I feel as if they need to go. They need to go, and WWE knows that they're trying to leave, and they see this competition that AEW has, and they're trying to push people because of the situation, but it's not going to work, and they're freezing contracts, and I think they freeze the Revival's contract. It is just, it's messed up. Revival will definitely be a big contributor to AEW. They could fight the Young Bucks. That would probably, the Young Bucks versus the Revival would probably be a 4-star match. I would love to see that. The Revival, they're trying to leave. They're literally trying to leave. There's no point of staying. They're not going to use you proper. If they put you in another lucha match, you need to walk out. Like, that's what I would do. Leave. Like, there's there's nothing you can really do at this point. Like, when you look at some superstars, there's nothing they can really do in the WWE at this point. They would probably have to leave WWE, change their gimmick, because it's kind of hard to change your gimmick in the WWE when you already have a big gimmick and try to run with it. Because if you leave, then people are going to take notice of that gimmick somewhere else, so they have time to see that gimmick. But you're not going to have time to see that gimmick if you're still in the WWE, if you get what I'm saying. But anyways, the next pair, I'm going to just say the next superstar is Zack Ryder. Now, Zack Ryder, they just started putting him on TV, and I know why. I feel like Mr. McMahon has a thing against AEW. When they see AEW wants a certain superstar, they push the superstar to the limit. For example, Finn Balor. I don't think Finn Balor is leaving anytime soon, but there was a rumor. Well, it wasn't a rumor. AEW actually, they wanted Finn Balor. They were like talking about pushing Finn Balor, etc., etc. I'm pretty sure that's one reason why Finn Balor got such a big push. Like right around a couple of weeks, he got pushed on Monday Night Raw. He got pushed to the Royal Rumble match. I think that's because of AEW. I think they feel like AEW is a competition and that they need to push these superstars that the AEW wants so they can prove a point. But the only point they're proving is they still can't push the superstars correctly. Because if you really want to push these superstars, Finn Balor would be Universal Champion right now. If that's really what you're trying to do. But you're not. You're just trying to make a point that you can push superstars, which it's not going to work, because I guarantee you people like Finn Balor can win a championship somewhere else and they would use him correctly. And I'm pretty sure if Finn Balor left WWE, he'll go back to being Prince Devitt. Just if Kevin Owens left, he'll be Kevin Steen again. But Zack Ryder, literally, I feel like he should go. They had him on Raw for 2 weeks. He had a little thing with Kurt Hawkins the first time. Then they were in a tag team the second time. It's not gonna go anywhere. They're just gonna keep losing matches. Kurt Hawkins already have a losing streak, so it's pointless. It's really pointless. Zack would probably be better off going to another show, changing his gimmick, because the gimmick he has now, it's a cool gimmick. It's just nothing WWE can use. When it comes to Raw, it's hard to... For some reason, Raw has a problem utilizing all the top stars. They can't push all the top stars the way they want to. SmackDown, on the other hand, is different. They push majority of all the stars on the show. Mostly every star has their own moment on the show. Like, even simple stars like Rusev, Cesaro, Sheamus. I'm not saying they're simple stars, but like just stars that haven't been around, don't usually get around much on TV nowadays. Those type of stars, like, we still see all those. Even in dark matches, you still see your favorite superstars or the superstars you would rarely see. And Raw has a problem with that, and that's one reason why I think Zack should just go. Because there's no room. Raw does just have no room for superstars, certain superstars. That's why certain superstars get pushed and certain superstars don't. They just don't have room. Zack need to go. Now, the next one is Nakamura. As much as I hated this dude's run with the United States Championship, that was the most awful run for any title. I feel like Rusev did a little better. I'm not going to say 100% better, but Rusev did a lot better than Nakamura did with the United States Championship. I'm kind of glad they took it out, both of them, and put it on R-Truth, because R-Truth gets TV time and he's hilarious, and him and Carmella is the best pair that they've done in a long time. Kind of like with Zelina and Andrade. I say his name terrible, but I can't believe they changed his name. But Nakamura, he is a great superstar. Don't get me wrong, this guy is amazing. WWE messed him up. WWE messed him completely, from what he was in NXT to what he is now. That's what they say. If you're on NXT, stay on NXT. But at the same time, it's like, if you stay on NXT for too long and you get injured, that can mess you up from coming to the main roster. That's why certain people kind of want to come up. I think if you've been on NXT for a while, you should have a right to come up at a certain point. But Nakamura, I kid you not, the way he came up could have been better. his run could have been better. I feel bad for the man. I feel bad for the man because there's not many superstars from NXT that have came up to the main roster and just killed it. Like, from what I can see from people that came from NXT that have actually been successful, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, that's so hard. It's so hard to find. It's hard to think because not many people from NXT that came to the main roster are like super successful. When it comes to Finn Balor, he's pretty successful. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns. I can say example for Bray Wyatt because Bray Wyatt did get the WWE Championship, Tag Team Championships, Intercontinental. I believe he had Intercontinental or United States. Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, they both had titles. So I think Eric's only had Tag Team, and I think Luke's had only Tag Team and Intercontinental. There's not that many stars if you really think about it because not many stars are brought up to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? So Nakamura would be a great fit for AEW. He can change up his gimmick a little bit and just be more free. Like, I feel like AEW, these stars are going to be more free to just do whatever the hell they want. Like, WWE, technically in WWE, you're not really free from all the stuff that you want to do. Like, yeah, you can put your inputs in. Yeah, you can tell them you want to do this and that. Excuse me. But if the director or the boards or whatever say you can't do it, like, it really makes your gimmick tough. Like, you want this, if you pick out this gimmick and you want it to be amazing, but most of the times it's kind of hard because they kind of go and say, nah, you can't do this, nah, you can't do that, and it's like, dang. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of superstars had this amazing gimmick picked out for themselves, but just couldn't get it approved by WWE, which messed up them in the long run. I'm very positive that it, you know, like, say, for example, Adam Rose, if you would have brought him up as Leo Kruger, it would have been so much better. But if you watch Underground on the network, they told him, like, we don't like your Leo Kruger gimmick, please change it. And then when they went with Adam Rose, that didn't work. His Leo Kruger gimmick would have been a lot better. Like, that's the problem. Bringing somebody up to the main roster that does dance, has a dance gimmick or like one of those type of gimmicks, you can't take him serious. Why you think No Way Jose is never on TV? And when he is on TV, it is to get buried by a top superstar. Well, every time I go see WWE shows, No Way Jose, he is a dark match. Like, it's sad, but whatever. WWE. I feel like if two characters had more freedom, you would actually like more characters in WWE. Just saying. The next ones is Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. They need to leave ASAP. When is the last time we really seen these stars utilized on television? It has been months and months. Literally, I have not seen them on TV in so long. They go to house shows, they wrestle on house shows, but not on TV, and that is a no-no, and that should be stopped. That literally, they need to leave. I love this tag team. Most tag teams, I love the Revival. I love Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I love all those tag teams, and they just not getting utilized right. It's heartbreaking. It's sad. There's nothing we can do about it, though, and I feel like if they leave WWE, go to AEW or something like that, that would put them on the top map. It would just be great for their tag team. They're going to be able to do more. They can fight the Young Bucks, fight Revival. When's the last time have we ever seen them fight Revival? You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that you kind of gotta, think about, really. And I don't have much to say about them because they just need to leave. They're not being utilized right. They have done nothing in the past months. I would be shocked that they're in the game because you remember it might have been last year before, but back around 2K14, maybe 14 or before then, WWE Games made a statement saying if you don't get much TV time, you won't be in the game. There was one reason why the Usos weren't in, I believe, either WWE13 or WWE2K. It was in one of the, it might have been 2K14, WWE13, or WWE12. It was one of them. They were not in the game because they didn't get TV time. And I don't know if 2K uses that same type of way. I mean, there's a lot of stars that are in the game and don't get TV time, but if 2K starts doing that, you're gonna see a lot of the stars that you love not in the game. Minus Nikki Cross and Tommaso, they should have been in the game. I don't want to even get discussing about 2K, but those are one of my pet peeves. They should just go to AEW. AEW is going to be a really it's going to be that type of company that is going, even though they don't want to have competition with WWE, they're going to have there's going to be competition. AEW is going to put on more freely type matches, freely type promos, backstage segments. It's going to be good. I mean, and plus they're getting a big TV deal. I don't know what TV deal they're going to go for. They said it could be possibly something from. They said it could possibly something from what WWE used to, old TV shows that WWE used to run on, or I don't know. Hopefully they get a big network, and I would watch AEW every time it comes on. If it comes on Wednesdays or Thursdays, I'm going to be right to my screen and watch it. So, long story short, they really should just let these. I hate that they're letting they're freezing these contracts just because AEW wants them, or they're freezing these contracts just because they want to leave. And the really reason why he's freezing the contracts is because of AEW. Yeah, because he sees they want to leave, and he already knows, like, there's another wrestling company out there. This could be the reason, so forth, so forth. I think that's the big reason freezing the contracts. I don't think it's because they just want to leave. If it was they just want to leave and they don't want to go to another company, I don't think he would just be freezing contracts, because usually when someone wants to leave, they leave. Like Neville, he let his contract expire. They didn't freeze his contract because he didn't really say I want to go to another show. He just said I'm done with y'all. He left on a show like Punk. He left on a TV show. I think he left on Monday Night Raw one day like Punk did, and just never came back. AEW tried to get Punk, and Punk denied it. Why did it? Punk is not going back to wrestling. If he does, it's going to be long down the road. He's going to at least fight in a couple more UFC fights if they let him. I don't know. I think he has too many losses in his belt. I'm not even sure. But anyways, the next one is not even a WWE superstar. It's just a wrestler, and that's the man Kenny Omega. His contract is officially expired. He is a free agent, and I am 100% sure this man is going to AEW. That is the perfect place for Kenny Omega. Y'all crazy behinds thought he was going to be in the Rumble. Kenny Omega is not coming to WWE. Kenny Omega will never come to WWE. I don't think he ever should come to WWE. He should be the Sting that we never had and just not come to WWE. Sting stayed away from WWE for a long time. I feel like they're going to do that. Kenny's going to get in his 40s and 45 or whatever. He'll come to WWE. But for right now, Kenny Omega is never coming to WWE. He should not come to WWE. Out of every single superstar that I've known in pro wrestling history, he is the one that I do not want to see go to WWE. That is one character that you cannot mess up on. I swear to you, like, if he was to go and they mess up on his character, bro, any character get messed up. Point blank. Kenny Omega should not go. Kenny Omega going to AEW. He is going to AEW. Okay? So, I feel as if he's going to sign with them. They're going to give him a contract. I'm pretty sure that'll be the best play for him overall. AEW is going to be I feel like it's going to be a good wrestling company. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the former coach is now, running the company, which is cool. I should have went to the rally before I went to SmackDown, but I forgot about the rally, so I didn't go to it. And plus, even if I did and I wore the AEW shirt, SmackDown wouldn't have let me wear that, so I would have to take that off. It's coming really, it's getting really serious, but Their first show is going to be, I think, in March or April in Las Vegas. So whenever that comes up, I'm going to watch it. It's going to be awesome. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me the superstars that you think are going to go to AEW. Somebody said Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks ain't going nowhere. Sasha Banks is staying in WWE. She's about to win the tag team championships, the women's tag team championships. What in the blue hell do you think, why do you think she's going to AEW? Her contract's expiring. But she ain't going nowhere. Sasha Banks is WWE for life. If she leaves WWE, that is because either she's taking a leave of absence, pregnancy, or injuries. She's not going from WWE. WWE is her home. She ain't going nowhere. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Post Nation Route. This is one love, peace. Catch you guys later. Tell me the possible superstars that you think are going to go to AEW in the near future. And one love. Peace.